In a remote village nestled between misty mountains, there was a legend about a cursed mirror that hung in the town's abandoned house. It was said that anyone who looked into it would see not only their reflection, but also a glimpse of the darkest fears hidden deep within their soul. One fateful night, a curious girl named Lily, drawn by the thrill of the unknown, decided to explore the old house. The villagers warned her against it, sharing tales of those who had gone mad or vanished after gazing into the mirror. But her curiosity was insatiable. With a lantern in hand, Lily made her way to the decrepit building. The door creaked open, revealing a dust-laden interior, and the air was thick with the scent of decay. She climbed the staircase, each step echoing in the silence, and finally entered the room where the mirror stood. The mirror was enormous, its frame intricately carved with unsettling figures that seemed to twist and writhe. Lily approached it cautiously, her heart racing. As she peered into the glass, her reflection stared back, but slowly it began to shift. The girl in the mirror wore a look of terror, her eyes wide with fear. Suddenly, the reflection transformed, showing horrific scenes, dark figures creeping up behind her, shadows whispering malicious secrets, and a vision of herself alone, lost in an endless void. Overwhelmed, Lily stumbled back, but the mirror seemed to pull her in, as if it had a life of its own. Desperate to escape, she turned to flee, but the room morphed around her. The walls closed in, and the door vanished, leaving her trapped. The whispers grew louder, echoing her deepest fears. You cannot escape what you truly are. As panic set in, she realized the mirror was not just reflecting her fears, but feeding off them. With every moment, she felt her strength fading, her mind unraveling. In a final act of defiance, she turned back to the mirror and shouted, "You don't own me!" In that instant, the mirror shattered, sending shards flying in every direction. The room dissolved into darkness, and Lily felt herself being pulled away. When she awoke, she found herself outside the house, the sun shining brightly. But as she looked around, she noticed something was off. The villagers stared at her with hollow eyes, their expressions blank. They whispered among themselves. She looked into the mirror. Lily realized with horror that she was no longer the same. The darkness from the mirror had seeped into her, and she was now a part of the curse, forever bound to the house, just like the others. From that day on, the mirror remained intact, waiting patiently for its next victim, while Lily wandered the village, a shadow of her former self, trapped in a nightmare she could never escape.